Welcome to Kuma English Listening Hub. Today's episode is about a quiet revolution happening in many cities and small towns around the world: repair cafes. These are friendly events where people bring broken items and learn how to fix them, together with volunteers who have practical skills. If you've never heard of a repair cafe, imagine a community center, a library, a meeting room, or even a small cafe on a weekend. Tables are set up with tools. There might be a sewing machine in one corner, a box of screwdrivers in another, and someone testing electronics near the window. People walk in carrying things that stopped working. A lamp that flickers, a toaster that won't heat, jeans with a rip, a chair that wobbles, or headphones with only one side playing sound. The atmosphere is usually calm, curious, and surprisingly social. Instead of dropping something off and leaving, visitors are encouraged to sit with the repair volunteers, watch the process, and learn. The goal isn't only to fix the item. The goal is also to share knowledge and reduce waste. Let's start with a simple question. Why do repair cafes exist? One big reason is that modern life often pushes us toward replacing instead of repairing. Many products are cheaper to buy again than to fix. Some are designed in ways that make repairs difficult. Screws may be hidden. Parts may be glued together. Manuals may not explain how to open the item safely. Sometimes, you can't even buy a small replacement part like a button, a hinge, or a battery. Repair cafes offer a different message. A broken item is not automatically trash. It might be a small problem, not a big one. A wire could be loose. A belt could be worn out. A zipper could be stuck. If you have the right tools, patience, and a bit of guidance, you can often bring something back to life. A repair cafe typically has a few main stations. There is often a small electronic station for items like lamps, radios, or simple kitchen devices. There may be a sewing and textile station for clothes, bags, or curtains. Some events include bicycle repair, where volunteers help adjust brakes, fix a flat tire, or tune gears. Others include basic furniture repair, like tightening screws, gluing wooden parts, or sanding small rough areas. What happens when you arrive? Usually, you check in at a welcome table. A volunteer may ask what you brought and what the problem is. They might also ask you to describe what happened just before it broke. Did it fall? Did it get wet? Did it slowly stop working over time? These questions matter because they can help find the cause. Next, you may be directed to the right station. You sit down, and the repair begins. Often, the volunteer will talk through the steps. They may say, "Let's test the power first," or "Before we open it, we should check if the cable is damaged," or "This fabric is thin, so we need a gentle stitch." One interesting part is that the visitor is not just a customer. In many repair cafes, the visitor is an active partner. The volunteer might hand you a tool and show you how to use it safely. If you're nervous, you can watch first, but many people end up trying small steps. This is important because it builds confidence. Now, let's talk about the volunteers. Who are they? They can be retired engineers, hobbyists, students, designers, mechanics, or simply people who enjoy fixing things. Many volunteers say they join because they like solving problems. Others enjoy teaching. Some have strong feelings about reducing waste. And some just like meeting people in their neighborhood. Repair cafes also create unexpected conversations. While someone is carefully opening a radio, they might chat about music, old technology, or childhood memories. While someone is patching a jacket, they might talk about travel, work, or where they bought the jacket. These events can feel like a social club where hands are busy and people feel relaxed. Let's look at the environmental side. Every item that gets repaired has a story. It means fewer resources are needed to create a replacement. Manufacturing uses energy, raw materials, packaging, and transportation. If we extend the life of an item, even by a year or two, we can reduce the total environmental footprint. There is also the issue of electronic waste, often called e-waste. Many electronic items contain materials that should not end up in regular trash. Some contain metals and chemicals that can harm the environment if they are not handled correctly. When a small device is repaired instead of thrown away, it can help reduce this problem. But repair cafes are not only about the planet, they are also about money. For many people, replacing broken items can be expensive. Even if you can afford a new item, it may feel frustrating to spend money because of one small broken part. Repair cafes usually offer repairs for free or for a small donation. That makes them helpful for students, families, and anyone trying to manage a budget. At the same time, repair cafes teach a kind of practical literacy. In school, many people learn reading, writing, and basic math. But fewer people learn how everyday objects work. What is inside a lamp? Why does a blender stop spinning? What does a fuse do? How do you sew a button properly so it won't fall off again? When you learn these things, your relationship with objects can change. You may start to treat items with more care. You may notice small warning signs earlier, like a strange sound or a loose screw. You may start doing small maintenance tasks before a problem becomes serious. However, repair cafes also face challenges. Not everything can be fixed. Some items are too damaged. Some products are built in a way that makes them almost impossible to open without breaking them further. Sometimes a specific part is needed and it's not available. Volunteers might say, "We can try, but we can't promise a result." This uncertainty is part of the experience. In a repair cafe, failure is not embarrassing. If something can't be repaired, you may still learn why it failed. You may discover how it was built, and you may make a better decision next time when buying a new product. Another challenge is safety. Electricity, sharp tools, and hot glue can be risky. Good repair cafe have rules. They may ask visitors to sign a simple form that says, "Repairs are attempted at your own risk." Volunteers also try to model safe behavior, unplugging devices, wearing protective glasses when needed, and keeping hands away from moving parts. So, how can you use the idea of repair cafes in your daily life, even if there isn't one near you? First, you can start with a small repair mindset. Before you replace something, pause and ask, what exactly is wrong? Is it a loose connection? Is it dirt? Is it a missing screw? Sometimes cleaning or tightening is enough. Second, you can build a tiny toolkit. You don't need a garage full of equipment. A basic set could include a small screwdriver set, pliers, a measuring tape, a needle and thread, and a few safety items like gloves. Over time, you can add tools depending on what you like to repair. Third, you can learn from reliable sources. Some local community centers offer workshops. Many libraries host practical classes. You can also find repair manuals and videos online. The key is to choose instructions that focus on safety and clear steps. Fourth, you can choose products that are easier to repair. When you shop, look for signs that parts can be replaced. Is the battery removable? Are replacement parts sold? Are there clear screws instead of permanent glue? Some brands provide repair guides, and some products are designed to be opened and maintained. There is a bigger idea behind all of this. Repairing is a form of independence. It reduces the feeling that you must always buy the newest thing. It also gives you a sense of control. When you fix something, you prove to yourself that problems can be approached calmly, step by step. Repair cafes also support community resilience. That means communities become stronger when they can handle small problems locally. If people share skills, knowledge stays alive. Older generations can pass down experience. Younger generations can contribute fresh ideas and digital skills, like finding documentation or identifying parts. Let me share a small realistic example. Imagine you have a desk lamp that suddenly stops working. You might assume the lamp is dead. At a repair cafe, a volunteer could help you test it. First, you check the outlet with another device. Then you examine the cable for damage. Then you open the base carefully and look for a loose wire. Sometimes the fix is as simple as reconnecting a wire and tightening a screw. The lamp works again, and you learn what to check next time. Or imagine a backpack with a torn strap. many people would buy a new one, especially if they think sewing is difficult. But at a repair cafe, someone might show you how to reinforce the strap with strong thread and a simple pattern of stitches. It may not look perfect, but it becomes strong again, and you leave with a new skill. As repair cafes spread, they also influence local culture. People begin to value durability. They start talking about quality and design. Some communities even create networks where people share tools, exchange parts, or organize swap events. In the end, repair cafes are about more than broken objects. They are about time, attention, and care. They remind us that many things deserve a second chance. And they show that learning can happen in practical, friendly places, not only in classrooms. Before we finish, here's a listening challenge. As you think about today's episode, try to answer these questions in English. What is one item in your home that could be repaired? Why did you stop using it? What tools or skills might you need? And who could help you learn? Thanks for listening to Kuma English Listening Hub. If you enjoyed this topic, you can listen again and focus on the vocabulary of repair and problem solving. And next time something breaks, remember, replacing is one option, but repairing might be another. See you in the next episode.